Good afternoon and welcome. Thank you so much for joining us at our second Miss Wheelchair California Leadership Institute pageant. We're so excited to have you here this afternoon to support these amazing women who are newly appointed ambassadors of the MWCA Leadership Institute. To talk more about the MWCA Leadership Institute and its mission, our MWCA President, Dr. Let Temple, and MWCA State Coordinator, Susan Rachi.
Welcome! We are so excited to have you all here. I just want to first share with you that this Leadership Institute was a dream of mine about the last 10 years. And it came because growing up, we rarely see women with disabilities as leaders in our community. And we must change that. And this is the power of the Leadership Institute. You are proud to see three amazing contestants, and each one has become an ambassador who will grow and take their advocacy to the next level. Susan?
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me? Okay. Thank you for all coming. Miss Wheelchair California Leadership Institute is about advocacy, achievement, and communication, and how we present ourselves to our community. This is a great experience for all these young ladies, and I really would like all of you to acknowledge them, not only as a woman with a disability, but they are our future and they are our leaders for disability.
So sit back, be amazed, and cheer.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Dr. Let and Susan. Now let's hear what it takes to be Miss Wheelchair California. The ideal candidate is well-spoken, a polished interviewer, comfortable with speaking publicly, and possessing knowledge or experience in disability advocacy and history. Her platform should be related to disability issues that are current, and she must have a clear explanation of why this topic is important and how she plans on promoting it through her reign. She must possess extensive fundraising abilities. Next, I'd like to introduce you to three people who deserve a big thank you. We couldn't compete our pageant without our judges and their support and expertise. So I would like you to please welcome our Judge Chair, Jennifer Kumiyama, Miss Wheelchair California 2010. Dr. Robert Record. And Kathleen Barajas, Miss Wheelchair California 2016. So I'd like to share with you a little bit about the background of each of our judges. Starting with Jennifer Kumiyama. Jennifer was born with arthrogryposis and uses a wheelchair daily. In 2000, Jennifer earned a spot on Warner Brothers reality TV show Pop Stars 2 and earned national accolades from many publications, including Variety Magazine and TV Guide, referring to her as the girl in the wheelchair whose voice blew everyone out of the water. In 2002, Jennifer was cast in Disney's Aladdin, a musical spectacular at Disney California Adventure Theme Park, where she is the first performer in a wheelchair to ever be on any Disney stage in the world. She performed 4 times a day for 8,000 guests a day who visit Disney from every corner of the world. It was at Disney that Jennifer took on her real role as an advocate for people living with disabilities, showing the entire world that talent sees no boundaries. This motivated her to become a speaker, sharing her story with schools, social groups, and major businesses. In 2010, Jennifer was crowned Miss Wheelchair California and Miss Wheelchair America 2011 first runner-up. During her reign, she spread the message of hope through her platform, empowering children with disabilities to make their own dreams come true. Some of her film and television credits include roles in Carmen, a Sundance Film Festival hit, Academy Award-nominated film The Sessions, and MTV's teen sensation Awkward. Welcome, Jennifer. Our next judge is Dr. Robert Record. Dr. Record is a clinical, neurological, and forensic psychologist in California and a diplomat in behavioral medicine. He has previously been a judge for the Miss Wheelchair California Foundation in Long Beach. He is a faculty member at California State University, Sacramento, where he teaches courses in the Criminal Justice Division regarding sex offenses and offenders, domestic violence, family violence, child abuse and elder abuse, delinquency prevention and control, and drug abuse and criminal behavior. Dr. Record is a consulting forensic psychologist with the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation and Board of Parole hearing, where he most recently wrote the guidelines for the handling of mentally disordered offenders who have committed violent crimes. He testifies in California Superior Courts multiple times a year regarding mental illness and violent crimes. His clinical work includes working in acute care hospitals in Orange County with cancer and chronically ill patients, and assisting in the recovery of cardiac and stroke event patients. Dr. Record advocates for people with disabilities, especially in professional settings. He loves attending sporting events and spending time with his family and friends. Thank you for being here, Dr. Record. And our third judge, Kathleen Barajas. Kathleen has been an advocate her entire life, first for herself and more recently for the disability community. She was born with cerebral palsy, and due to the severity of her disability, she has had to learn to live in a world where differences are not easily accepted. In 2010, Kathleen got involved in her first disability organization and has been increasingly active in the years preceding. Currently, Kathleen is the board president of Californians for Disability Rights Incorporated. As accessible transportation is her passion, Kathleen is on Metro's Accessibility Advisory Committee and holds the position of second vice chair. She's also the chief financial officer for Pushroom Foundation. In 2016, Kathleen was crowned Miss Wheelchair California and received the Lifetime Achievement Award at the Miss Wheelchair America 2017 pageant. Kathleen's platform topic is improve the way society views individuals with more severe disabilities through acceptance, interaction, and respect. Welcome, Kathleen. Judges, we thank you for your participation, and to show our gratitude, we would like to present you with certificates of recognition from the MWCA Institute. Thank you. So, contestants are scored on their professionalism, presentation, and advocacy in a variety of areas. Today, each contestant participated in a 25-minute judging interview, a networking and fundraising workshop, and a networking lunch to begin making connections within the MWCA sisterhood. Each contestant's overall score is comprised of the following: their application, their display boards that are in the back of the room, their judging interview, their upcoming platform speeches, and finally, their response to 2 on-stage questions. Now, are you ready to meet this year's contestants? Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to get to introduce you to the contestants for Miss Wheelchair California 2019.
Good evening. I'm Debbie Hamilton. I'm from Colfax, California. My 5 words are outgoing, positivity, passion, engagement, and change. And my platform is follow your heart's desire and roll into your community and make a difference.
Hi, my name is Kara Paulson. I'm from Menifee, California, and 5 words that describe me are dreamer, writer, dancer, speaker, and believer. And my platform is advocacy for disabilities and visibility. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Angela Piazza. I'm from Redwood City, California. My 5 words are determination, caring, loving, advocate, and teacher. My platform is policy, into implementation of the American Disability Act.
Unfortunately, Olivia Ellis had to withdraw her name from the competition and will not be here with us today. But she wishes all of the other contestants the best of luck. Ladies and gentlemen, this year's Miss Wheelchair California 2019 contestants. Next, we move on to the platform speeches given by each contestant. The platform speech is meant to illustrate what disability issue the contestants will advocate for during their reign. The contestants have a 2-minute time limit with reasonable accommodations made for any contestant who requires it. Contestants will see a yellow card when 30 seconds remain and a red card when the 2-minute time limit has been met. So we're going to start with contestant number 1, Debbie Hamilton.
It is so exciting to see all of you here and meet many of you. I'm Debbie Hamilton. My platform is follow your heart's desire and roll into your community and make a difference. We all need to be outgoing. If you want to be a skier or a surfer like I do, you need to train for it. And you need to find organizations to help you, like Ski for Life, Life Goes On, and Achieve Tahoe. If you want a career, you have to go back to school. If you want to go back to work, you need to visit vocational rehab or California Job Corps. We need to chip away at the barriers and find resources to help us be whoever we want to be. You will be happier for it, and you will inspire others. We need to roll into our communities and make a difference in other people's lives. We need to work with students to change our youth perception of the disabled. It's important to go into our school boardrooms and our recreational boardrooms and find new activities in our communities for the disabled. We need to be visible. We need to get involved, help others, and make a difference. I know this because I'm working with 2nd and 3rd graders right now. Everything we do makes a difference and will provide benefits for all of us. You can and will make a difference. I have a story that's just dear to my heart that I want to share with you. There's a rider walking along the beach, and in the distance he sees a figure dancing. When he gets closer, it's a boy. He's reaching down, picking up a starfish, and throwing it across the breaking waves. He says, "Son, the tide is going out, the sun is hot, and there are hundreds of starfish along the beach. There's no way you're going to make a difference." He reached down, picked up a starfish, and threw it across the breaking waves and said, "I made a difference to that one." My goals are to expand the starfish campaign. I want to support stem cell research and increase awareness. I know the journey is going to be difficult. We're going to have bad days and good days. When I have a bad day, I turn to humor. The best thing about being a quadriplegic is you never wear out your shoes.
Thank you, Debbie. Next, we have Kara Paulson.
Visual problems are the #1 disability among children. School screenings are not enough and often miss visual problems. Many of these children quit school or are transferred to an alternative high school. This is a worldwide problem. Why do I know these things? Because it happened to me. My name is Kara, and I'm going to share my true story. When I was growing up, I searched and searched and searched for beauty. My parents told me this and that is beautiful. I thought, beauty? What is beauty? When I went to school, I could see my books, but the board and everyone's faces were blurry. When I looked in the mirror, my face was blurry, but I didn't know that visibility at a distance wasn't supposed to be blurry. When I went to high school, I learned to drive a car, and I was in a few accidents, but they were small. One day, I was in another accident. This time, it was big. The doctor said I would never stand or walk again. I didn't want to use a wheelchair, and I didn't want to be seen. Years later, I had a daughter and a son, and I graduated college with an accounting degree. A few years after that, I received my first pair of glasses. Wow, suddenly the whole world became beautiful. I then realized I had a disability long before I had a disability. Many children in school right now are struggling and struggling because of an unseen disability. Disability has 3 definitions. First, it's the ability to see and be seen. Second, it's the distance one can see. And third, it's the ability to focus. Children need to focus on their abilities and visualize their dreams and goals. As Miss Wheelchair, I want to help these children, not only in California, but around the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. Our final contestant to perform her platform speech is Angela Piazza.
Okay, sit. Sit. And some noise. We're good. Thank you. Good afternoon, judges and members of the audience. Thank you for being here today and being a part of the power of change. My name is Angela Piazza, and my platform is transforming policy into practice through the power of self-advocacy, community, organization, and networking. The ADA has been around for 30 years. Implementation and education still have a long way to go. The ADA was designed so we can have the same rights and services as everyone. The power of the ADA is important to me. It allows me to be included into my community. Unfortunately, there are still many barriers that hinder us from being a part of our community. I will share with you some of these barriers and demonstrate how I have used the power of communication, networking, and determination to effectively deal with this. My first example is how I dealt with a lack of ramps in my hometown of Redwood City. There is an intersection that only has one ramp. I requested that additional ramps be added. The city answered this request. Slowly, things are changing. With these changes, I will be able to go to the park with my family and friends and not put my life in jeopardy having to wheel in the street. And most importantly, I will be included with my family and friends. My second example is how I use the power of my voice to show how barriers can make it difficult to get into a particular bank. There was a glass wall, and there was no ramp on the other side by the door. So with the power of my voice, I worked with the bank, and after a year, they were able to move that barrier of glass. So now all of us can get to the door easily. My third and final example is our current housing crisis. It is even harder with those with disabilities to find accessible, affordable housing. The way it is now, only 5% of all units, the total number of units need to be accessible. And that's just not enough. Older and non-acceptable units can be modified by requesting of reasonable accommodations, but there's no guarantee in that. We have a long way to go. I'm working with Redwood City to create a list of accessible and affordable housing. It'll take time, but I know we can do this. When I become Miss Wheelchair California in 2019, I will engage with local, state, national organizations on increasing effective implementation strategies for the American Disability Act. I'm excited to transform policy into practice. Let's work together as agents of change. Thank you for your time. And when I become Miss Wheelchair California 2019, I will make you proud.
Thank you, Angela. Wow, that was great. Thank you for sharing your stories and advocacy passions with us today. Wonderful job to each and every one of you. Well, the preliminary contestant scores are being tabulated. I'm excited to introduce you to our musical guest for the pageant. So we are going to welcome up here to the stage the Peter Pan Foundation. The Peter Pan Foundation is a Bay Area nonprofit organization which inspires philanthropy through the arts. Over the past 12 years, the Peter Pan Foundation has raised thousands of dollars for Children's Hospital Oakland, made magic for thousands of patients, Make-A-Wish kids, and children with special needs. They bring all-inclusive experiences to their participants and audience members with a mission to bring love and light to others. They inspire others to use their talents to make a positive difference in the world, and they are very excited to be here with us today to perform for you. Their show will feature empowering songs being performed by members of the Peter Pan Foundation family, including Christine Burke, one of our personal heroes and a constant advocate for people with disabilities. And so I'm going to turn it over to you.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Leslie Noel. I'm the very proud founder of the Peter Pan Foundation. We are beyond thrilled. I don't think that I have the words to tell you how excited we were to get the invitation to perform today. We've just come from Children's Hospital Oakland, where we spent the day as different types of heroes and characters, such as Queen Elsa. We were letting it go this morning, and we're just so excited to spend the rest of the afternoon here. And I will let the performers introduce themselves, but I will say I don't think I've ever been more excited because the personal involvement that many of these performers have in advocating for this community is great, and their hearts are even greater, and their talents may just outshine it all. So without further ado, we are going to start with Sadie.
Hi, I'm Sadie Poole. I'm 11 years old, and I will be singing This Is Me. I'm not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say, 'cause we don't want your broken parts. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say, no one will love you as you are. But don't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, gonna send a flood, gonna drown 'em out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me, look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me. me down. I'm gonna send a flood, gonna drown him out. This is brave, this is bruised, this is who I'm meant to be. This is me, look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me. This is me. Not afraid to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Megan Burgess, and I'll be singing How Far I'll Go. I've been staring at the edge of the water long as I can remember, never really knowing why. I wish I could be the perfect daughter, but I come back to the water no matter how hard I try. Every turn I take, every trail I track, every path I make, every road leads back to the place I know, where I cannot go, where I long to be. See the line where the sky meets the sea, it calls me, and no one knows how far it goes. If the wind in my sail on the sea stays behind me, one day I'll know. If I go, there's just no telling how far I'll go. I know everybody on this island seems so happy on this island. Everything is by design. I know everybody on this island has a role on this island, so maybe I can roll with mine. I can lead with pride, I can make us strong. I'll be satisfied if I play along, but the voice inside sings a different song. What is wrong with me? See the light as it shines on the sea, it's blinding, and no one knows how deep it goes. And it seems like it's calling out to me, so come find me and let me know what's beyond that line. Will I cross that line? The line where the sky meets the sea, it calls me, and no one knows how far it goes. If the wind in my sail on the sea stays behind me, one day I'll know how far I'll go.
Hello, I'm Janie. I'm Claire. I'm Ellie. And we're going to be singing Love Wins.
Stray bullet and a mama cries, her baby won't be coming home tonight. Silence screaming down the avenue, just another story on the evening news. Politics and prejudice How the heck it ever come to this? When everybody's gotta pick a side. It don't matter if you're wrong or right, no, and so it goes. But I hold on to hope and I won't let go, 'cause I believe you and me are sisters and brothers, and I believe we're made to be here for each other, and we'll never fall if we walk hand in hand. But a world that seems broken together again. I believe in the end, love wins. Sometimes it takes a lot of faith to keep believing there'll come a day when the fear and the sadness, the pain and the hate, the struggle, this madness will all fade away. I believe you and me are sisters and brothers, and I believe we're made to be here for each other, and we'll never fall if we walk hand in hand. But a world that seems broken together again. I believe in the end, love wins. Love is power, love is Islam, love reaches out, love is the remedy, love is an answer, love's an open door, love is the only thing worth fighting for. I believe you and me are sisters and brothers, and I believe we're made to be here for each other, and we'll never fall if we walk hand in hand. But a world that seems broken together again. I believe in the end, love wins. Love will, love can, love still, love wins. Love will, love can, love still, love wins.
Wow, that was amazing. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you. So we're so excited for our second set, but we're more excited to see what's happening with the pageant.
They'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, so as the contestants make their way back to the stage, we would also like to take some time to thank a couple of people and organizations. So first, John F. Kennedy University and President Deborah Bean, who provided our venue today. We couldn't have done this without their support. Second, Will Personal Electric Vehicle Company, bringing a fresh perspective to personal mobility with an innovative design and state-of-the-art technology. And finally, thanks to Team Millette and all the volunteers who supported us in making this amazing day possible. Thank you, everyone. Okay, so we're going to move on to the onstage question portion of this afternoon's event. For onstage questions, each contestant will draw a judge's name from the bowl. The chosen judge will draw at random 2 questions. One question that's fun and one question that's serious. So we're going to start with our first contestant, Debbie Hamilton.
you want the fun question or the hard question first? Okay, let's go. What is person first language? How do you work with journalists or media to use person first language and portray people with disabilities in a fair and accurate way in news stories?
In news stories, how I would person's first language. Well, my person's first language would be English, if that's what you're referring to there. And how would I portray people with disabilities in stories?
In the news in a fair and accurate way.
Well, that would be really easy to do. All everyone should be able to read about people that have disabilities, just like you read about anyone that doesn't have disabilities in the newspaper. So you could easily talk about how they improve the lives of others, whatever they're into, whether it's a profession or if they're a speaker or a doctor or anything like that. You can talk about them in a story just as if they were not disabled. I don't think there'd be any difference at all.
Are you ready for the easy question?
Sure.
All right. If you were chosen as the next Miss Wheelchair California, what do you want people you come in contact with to remember about you?
I want them to remember my smile. I want them to remember that I'm very outgoing, and that I want them to remember that I've done everything I can to increase advocacy for people that are disabled and in wheelchairs. And I want them to remember that women in wheelchairs can take great leadership roles, and hopefully there will be people that I have helped put in those leadership roles, so they'll remember me for that.
Thank you.
Okay, next we have Kara Paul.
Let me know if you want a microphone.
Kathleen.
All right. I'm going to help Kathleen out. Do you want the easy question or the hard question first?
More difficult.
Many young women are making life decisions as they transition from college to career. How would you mentor somebody with a disability through the system so they could become more successful?
Okay, well, if I was a mentor for someone with a disability that was going to college, I would first off encourage them to not hide, to get out there and get involved in everything that interests them, and just to shine on campus and not be afraid to share what their life story and what they've been through, and just to go for their dreams.
Thank you. All right, let's do the easy question now. Tell us about a public figure, celebrity, politician, or activist, living or dead, who you feel has been a strong advocate for people with disabilities.
Yes, I would pick Maria Shriver. She is the former First Lady of California, and she was married to Arnold Schwarzenegger, Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger. And the reason I would choose her is because she is the daughter of Eunice Kennedy, and Eunice Kennedy, her mom, started her father started the Peace Corps, and her mom started the Special Olympics. She's part of the Kennedy family, and the Kennedy family has done a huge amount of has opened doors and done so much for the disabled community, mostly because of their sister Rosemary. I just got done reading her story. She was the sister of President John F. Kennedy, and actually reading her story, I saw a lot of similarities between her and I, and so that's who I would choose. I would choose Maria Shriver because of the platform that I've chosen. I believe that Maria Shriver would be a good person to help me move forward with my action plan. Thank you.
And we're going to conclude our on-stage questions with contestant number 3, Angela Piazza.
No, sit. Yes. Hello.
Now, are you going to answer this?
Sorry.
Are you going to answer this? But I've heard the dog's been talking up
I know, she's been whining a lot. I'm sorry.
there. Okay.
Come on, out. Let me put her in front. No,
Oh, she's
sit.
fine.
Okay, sit.
You want
Stay.
the easy one or the hard one?
Hard one, please.
What is your definition of success?
My definition of success. Okay, definition of success is getting the word out about Miss Wheelchair California, getting my platform out there, and making sure that people know my platform, and that I can make the change that I want. And by using the power of my voice, power of communication, and networking and advocacy, I know I can get the success that I need to move forward.
If you could have any system, piece of technology imaginable, what would it be?
Any piece of technology that I can imagine
A system.
that would work.
A technology that would assist you.
That would assist me. Well, besides my lovely plum, helping me pick things up and things, if I had one, I actually would love someone else to fold my laundry. Put it away. Put my laundry in. Put it away. That would be ideal. But practical would just, oh, stop your whininess. Oh God, you got me there. No, technology changes so much that anything is possible. So I guess, if Plum wasn't there, picking things up is always nice. Something easy. Or, tell me, it's supposed to be fun when you tell me. Really, I guess doing the laundry and all that is one of my biggest pet peeves, so having help with that would be great. I'm going to leave it at that and simple. Sorry. Thank you. Good luck, Mom. No. Come,
Boy, what a difficult decision the judges have in front of them. So we're now going to excuse the judges as they make their final decision to name the next Miss Wheelchair California. And we're going to invite back to the stage our musical guest, the Peter Pan Foundation.
Again, that was amazing, ladies. Oh, that's okay. Okay.
getting that today.
Sorry.
Oh, I know. That can be me. All right.
But this is True Colors. You with the sad eyes, don't be discouraged. Oh, I realize it's hard to take courage in a world full of people. You can lose sight of it all. The darkness inside you can make you feel so small. Show me a smile then. Don't be unhappy. Can't remember when I last saw you laughing. This world makes you crazy, and you've taken all you can bear. Just call me up, 'cause I will always be there. And I see your true colors shining through. I'll see your true colors. That's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. Your true colors are beautiful. I'll see your true colors shining through. I'll see your true colors. That's why I love you. Just don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. Your true colors are beautiful. Like a rainbow. Like a rainbow. Show me a smile then. Don't be discouraged. Can't remember when I last saw you laughing in a world full of people. You can lose sight of it all. The darkness inside you will make you feel so small. But let me see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors. That's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. Your true colors are beautiful. Like a rainbow, like a rainbow.
Hi, my name is Kirsten Torkelson, and I'll be singing A Million Dreams. I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me, that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through care if they call me crazy. We can live in a world that we decide. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. There's a house we can build. Every room inside is filled with things from far away. Special things I compile, each one there to make you smile on a rainy day. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say we've lost our minds. See, I don't care if they call us crazy. Run away to a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. However big, however small, let me be part of it all. Share your dreams with me. We may be right, we may be wrong, but I wanna bring you along to the world I see, to the world we close our eyes to see, we close our eyes to see. Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. For the world we're gonna make.
We have just one more, our finale. We usually close with this number. I'm going to invite TPF to come up here. And the reason why we usually close with this number, many of you have heard of this, and if you know it, you're welcome to sing along, is because regardless of the event, so especially an inspiring event and day like today, for us, leadership and everything that we do should be done with love. And this song is called Seasons of Love. It's from a musical called Rent. I'm sure that you know it, and I can kind of like do a little thing. But in Seasons of Love, it just talks about how every season, with every cup of coffee that we have, with every moment that we share together, with every platform that we fight for, with every speech that we make, with every amazing competition or moment that we share together, that it should all be done with love, and that's exactly why we're here. Again, we're the Peter Pan Foundation. We're so honored to be your musical guests today, and we're going to close out with Seasons of Love, and we can't wait.
$525,006.
excited now because you know who we're starting with, so you're excited. There it is. Just you watch. We're gonna maneuver this. Okay. Are you guys ready? Yeah. Are you sure? Yeah. Here we go.
525,600 minutes, 525,000 moments, oh dear. 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year? In daylight, in sunsets, in midnights, in cups of coffee, in inches, in miles, in laughter, in strife. In 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year in life? How about love? How about love? How about love? Measuring love. Seasons of love. Seasons of love. 525,600 minutes. 525,000 journeys to the land. 525,600 minutes. How can you measure the life of a woman or a man? In truths that she learned, or in times that he cried.
In bridges he burned, or the way that she died.
It's time now to sing the story that
Celebrate, remember, here in the light of praise.
you got to remember love. You know that love is the gift from above. She loves, he loves, praise Measure your life in love. Thank you so much. Thank you again for having us. I can't even imagine how you're going to make a choice with the incredible speakers and the answers to those questions. On behalf of the Peter Pan Foundation, we are floored and inspired, and you are all the best kind of winners and heroes, and you have our vote for being advocates for such important and amazing messages, and you are in our Peter Pan Foundation family now, so whatever we can do to help push this amazing, incredible message and this journey that we're all taking together, we are with you, and we love you, and thank you so much for letting us bring a little music and light to your day. And here they come. They're back.
Thank you so much, Peter Pan Foundation. If you would like more information about the Peter Pan Foundation and their events, you can visit their website at peterpanfoundation.org. So it looks like the judges have returned to the room. As they are getting situated, we're going to invite you to turn your attention to the projector screen for a short video.
Get the light.
Get the lights.
Yeah.
my pleasure, as the lights are coming back on, to introduce you to Miss Wheelchair California 2018, Christina Jackson.
Hello. This is my niece Kimmy. She's actually been with me at almost every event, so she probably doesn't understand. Why don't I have a mic? There's someone I want to thank just really quick before I jump in here, and that is my Aunt Vivian. Thank you for being here and spending the day with me. Today's her birthday. She's been a huge, happy birthday. She's been a huge supporter and kind of the reason that I'm up here. I also want to thank my other sponsors who made this last year of advocacy absolutely amazing, and that is going to be Will, Department of Rehab, Department of Assistance in Independent Living, that's going to be Meyer, and I hope not, Adapts and Able Thrive. I hope I'm not forgetting anyone. And also NorCal SCI, of course. Thank you everyone for your financial support and your emotional support that helped me get through this last year. It's been absolutely incredible. I am a small business owner, and my platform is encouraging other entrepreneurs with disabilities to pursue careers that really support them so that they can support themselves, their families, and communities. And I am so happy to say that while at Nationals, I was offered a position from another, a fellow entrepreneur who has her own company to assist her in expanding out to the West Coast. So I will get to continue my role as a leader in advocacy in the disability community. So that is extremely exciting. Thank you. Also, our sponsor, Adapts. I'm their brand ambassador, and I will continue my work with them to ensure that every flight for every airline has a transport sling for people with impaired mobility so that they can escape or board a plane safely in case of an emergency. I don't know if you all heard what happened last year with a California man who was forced to drag himself off of a flight after an emergency landing, and there is no standard or mandate right now for flights to have a transport sling. So I'm excited to continue on that crusade, and I'll keep the Miss Wheelchair California Leadership Institute abreast of our success with that. And I want to just pause and thank Dr. Alette. Thank you so much for chasing your dreams. By her chasing her dreams, she's allowing many of us to realize ours. And so that is an incredible feeling, and I'm incredibly grateful to you. And regardless of who's crowned today, I got to spend the morning with these women behind me, and they're absolutely phenomenal, and they're going to have an amazing impact on the disability community, regardless of who wins. And I've had a great time. And with that said, let's see who the winner will be. Actually, I think there might be one other step before this.
Okay. Christina, will you stay up here for just a minute?
Yes.
Well, we have you on stage. Dr. Alette, MWCA Board President, would like to present you with the Lion Award to Adapts, who has been one of your biggest supporters and sponsors over the years. The Lion Award is presented to leaders in our network who are working to improve the lives of people with disabilities. As you were saying, Christina, Adapts think it's easier to transfer passengers with disabilities safely and comfortably. Designed for travel, the compact sling not only eases the transfer between wheelchair and seat, it can also remain on the seat during travel so that it's ready for use if an emergency occurs. Christina, would you like to share a little bit about your time collaborating with Adapts?
Absolutely. So I got to meet the founder, Robin Weirley, who is a former flight attendant at the Capitol during the Roll on Capitol event, Capitol Action Day last year. And when we met, it was so amazing. Just right away, she said, you know what, I want to work with you. This is what we're doing. And we've been traveling together. We just returned from the LA Ability Expo, where she decided to get an Airbnb instead of a hotel. So we got to know each other, and I discovered she worked at the hospital I was born in Pennsylvania, which is just so incredible. And her and my mom have a birthday just a week apart. And Robin's birthday was just March 14th, so just a couple of days ago. That is why she couldn't be here. She's still celebrating. And so I want to also say thank you, Mom. I mean, I would not even be up here. She's back there. She's the photographer today. Thank you, Mom. And yes, I will continue my work with Robin until we see that every airline and every flight has an adapt slate.
Thank you so much, Christina. If anyone would like more information about ADAPT, please visit adapts.org. Christina will also be available after the event to discuss more information about ADAPT. Okay, we have come to the final portion of our program. We're going to begin by naming the contestant who was voted Miss Congeniality. Miss Congeniality is voted by her peers as the most friendly, helpful, and outgoing contestant in the pageant. You guys ready? Yeah. Okay. The 2019 MWCA Miss Congeniality Award goes to Tara Paulson. I'm happy to report that MWCA raised $877 for Miss Wheelchair California 2019 to travel to Little Rock, Arkansas to attend the Miss Wheelchair America 2019 competition. Thank you to all the family and friends who donated to support the winner and MWCA. I now want to announce the People's Choice winner of our competition today. Today's People's Choice winner is Angela Piazza. Thank you, Angela. So now, the moment all of these ladies have been waiting for today, the moment we've all been waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, the second runner-up for Miss Wheelchair California 2019 is Debbie Hamilton.
Thank you.
Angela and Kara, come on up. Okay. You guys ready? Yeah. The first runner-up for Miss Wheelchair California 2019 is Tara Paulson. Angela Piazza is your new Miss Wheelchair California 2019.
Woohoo! Keep your applause going. They worked hard. Good job. Good job.
See now. Okay, no, it's on now.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, everyone. I will definitely make you proud this year, and I'm really looking forward to all of the advocacy, all the fun activities, and I appreciate it so much. And especially Alette. She encouraged me for years and years, and I put it aside, and I finally decided last year and then try one last time. So thank you, Alette. And thank you, my brother and sister. Thank you for being here. And Tammy, thank you for being such a wonderful friend and helping me today. I love you.
You rock, girl.
Good.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yay!
Amazing.
One more group picture.
Okay, and I want to thank the judges, of course. Thank you so much, all of you.
Can you wait for that?
Okay, congratulations, Angela. Thank you to our audience for coming today. Thank you to all the contestants who are now Miss Wheelchair California Leadership Ambassadors. Each and every one of you are strong women who are leaders in your community. Special thank you to the Peter Pan Foundation for their musical performances, and thank you to the judges for making the time to participate in this important advocacy event. Thank you to our volunteers and, of course, all of our supporters. We invite you to join us for a light reception and the opportunity to meet your newly crowned Miss Wheelchair 2019 and this year's MWCA Leadership Ambassadors. This group is going to do official pictures right now. If our audience would like to move to the back of the room, check out the posters and check out the food, they will be available shortly. Thank you everyone for coming out and supporting us. Have a good evening.
And I'm not too much to go back and pretend. Cause I've been all been down there on the floor. No one's ever gonna get me down again. Oh, yes, I was, but it's wisdom on the pain. Yes, I paid the price for how much I gained. If I had to, I can do anything. I am strong, I am. Cause it only serves to make me more determined to achieve my final goal. And I'll come back even stronger, not a novice anymore. Cause it's deeper than conviction in my soul. Oh, yes, I was, but it's wisdom on the plane. Yes, I paid the price. I am strong, I am invincible, I am one of
I got that like right after that. No, I lied. I got a hundred. I know what it's called.
We made it. Yes.
They're like, oh, are you they're
Thank you.